In the past year, I've spoken to more than 1,000 different business owners, and the majority of them have said the exact same thing to me. We're creating content, but it's not actually turning into clients. Now, in this video, I'm going to reveal the number one reason as to why most content doesn't convert into clients, and then a proven strategy on how to create content that actually converts and how you can make it work for your business if you are a B2B founder. So let's dive into things. So what is the number one reason as to why most content doesn't actually convert? Now, for the sake of this example, for the sake of this video, I'm going to assume that you already are posting content, that you've been posting content, that you've been consistent, or your company has posted content in the past, or you've been doing something along the lines of that. And most reasons as to why that content hasn't actually converted is because you're not inviting them into your ecosystem the right way. And what do I mean by that? Well, first, I want to give you an example. Now, if you're watching this, you probably have gone to a wedding in the past, right? And typically what the groom and the bride do to get people to show up to their wedding, right, is they will send you a nice little invitation by mail, right? They send all the people who are invited a nice little invitation. Right, then they're going to text you to make sure that you've received it. They're going to call you, and they're going to basically make sure that they invite you in the best way possible, right? Because most people who are having a wedding, they're not going to just maybe send you a text before. They're going to plan this months in advance, but they're going to basically give you this nice invitation. And so I want you to start thinking about how are you inviting people into your ecosystem, right? What are you actually doing? And so I want to give you a strategy and to invite people the right way, because there's a right way to invite people to your ecosystem, and then there's a wrong way. And the right way is always to lead with value, right? And this is obvious, right? When you're providing value to people, they're going to be more inclined to come inside your ecosystem. So what is one way that we can start to provide value to folks within our content? That is lead magnets. Right? If you don't know what a lead magnet is, let me explain that to you real quick. A lead magnet is simply information or a resource or some type of checklist that you can give away for free in exchange for their information, for your leads' information. Some examples of some lead magnets will include a checklist, right? A free resource, a course, a guide. Right? Essentially, you're giving away some type of information to your ideal client profile to get them to give you their contact information, right? So now that they've opted into something of yours. Now, what you don't want to do in this scenario is you don't want to give away a very generic lead magnet, because most people aren't going to want to have that, right? You're going to have to create a lead magnet that's actually valuable, right? So you want to create a lead magnet around a specific problem that your ideal client profile has, right? So whatever they're going through, right? For example, for, let's say founders, right? They're looking for ways to generate business. Now let's say that your ideal client profile is a IT manager. Maybe one of the issues that they have is that it's hard for them to complete all their IT initiatives without having a big IT budget. And so you would give away a practical guide to complete their IT initiatives on a small budget. Essentially, what you're trying to do is you're going to create some type of content, right, that you can package that is going to be able to provide value to your ICP that solves a specific problem that they have, right? And the best performing lead magnets are going to be the ones, and if you guessed it, that are the most specific, right? Because if you have a specific lead magnet, people are going to want to opt in for that. People are going to want to see exactly what that is, right? If you have a guide for IT managers on how they can solve, on how they can complete their IT initiatives with 5 simple steps, those IT managers are going to be very inclined to want to see that guide, right? If you're talking about, founders, if you talk about IT founders, hey, here's a guide for IT founders on how to make sure that you have more predictable lead flow within your business, right? That is going to resonate with folks, right? And so you want to package these lead magnets and be thinking about it in the sense of how can I create specific information that's going to resonate with folks? And so you want to do so in either a checklist, a free resource, a course, or a guide. Now, another thing that's important to remember with these lead magnets is you have to make sure that you're providing value here, because if you do not provide value here and someone opts in, they give you the information and they're disappointed with the resource that they got, they're going to have a negative perception towards your brand, right? So you can either win over someone here or you could lose them, because if you provide value to them, they're going to have this positive reinforcement with your brand and they're going to want to continue to follow your stuff or even potentially book a sales call with you. Now, how do you actually get these people to book a sales call with you after they've had this lead magnet and they've actually went through it? Well, some of them are going to do it automatically if you've given really good value from them. But the other piece of the puzzle here is creating what's called a value forward offer. Now, for those of you who don't know the difference, a value forward offer, all that is, it's a free service that you give to someone, right? Value forward, right? It's something that you could provide to someone as a service that is completely for free that people will be able to get value from. So, for example, some people call them consultations. Some people call them free consultations, free strategy sessions. However, the caveat with this value forward offer that you want to present to people is that you don't want to do so in a way that is generic, right? Because everyone is saying now that you can get a free consultation or a free strategy session. Instead, you want to package the value forward offer in a neat way, right? And so what I mean by that is if you think about if you were to receive a gift, right? And the person who gave you that gift, they just gave it to you within a plastic bag, right? They just put the gift in a plastic bag and they just gave it to you. It's not as powerful as if they've actually wrapped it in a nice box, they've put a nice bow on it, they made sure all the corners are taped in, and then they give you that present, right? That gift is going to have way more value to it because of the fact that that person went through the whole ordeal of actually packaging it the right way. So you can have a free consult or a free, strategy session as one of your value forward offers, but you want to package it in a different way, right? So instead of calling it a free consultation, you could say, hey, you can book a call with me to get a step-by-step roadmap on how we're going to be able to help you scale your business. Or hey, if you are a IT manager, you can book a call with me and I will give you a custom plan to help you solve the specific bottlenecks within your IT systems, right? So what you're doing with this value forward offer is that you're going to present it in a way that is not that free consultation, not that free strategy session, but you're also providing this free service to people. And so then how you tie everything together is you have that lead magnet, right? You provide that value, they consume it, and then after the lead magnet or wherever within the lead magnet, you provide a call to action with your value forward offer, right? And you want to package that value forward offer in the right way so that people are inclined to take it. Don't use those trigger words like free consult or free strategy session because that's most likely going to raise the sales resistance. Instead, you want to make sure that you're packaging it in a unique way and showing them what they're actually going to get out of that session with you, right? Because that's the most important part of it. So like I said, if you could then use a lead magnet and then have that lead magnet, give them away free information, and then after the free information, you put a call to action, say, hey, if this was interesting, take this next step with me and book a call with me where you're going to get a free session on how you can solve XYZ problem within your business or how you could solve XYZ problem as this job title. That is what's actually going to get people to convert and get them to raise their hand. And no one else is doing this, right? So this is the stuff that actually works and actually converts into clients. So key takeaways from this video that you should have, right? So you want to make sure you're providing value, right? Value over everything. Because if you provide value, people are going to have good perceptions with your brand. And after you provide value, make sure that you're packaging your offers in the right way, right? So if you package your offers in the right way after that lead magnet, people are going to be much more inclined to want to take you up on it. So I hope this was valuable and that you guys got some information out of this itself. Now, I will go more into depth in terms of what lead magnets you should be creating and give you some proper examples in another video. But if you guys did get some value from this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Alessandro Cutri. I'm one of the co-founders over here at Grow IT, where we help B2B founders build out personal brand strategies and actually help them monetize from the content that they create. Now, if this was interesting to you and you actually want to see how we can help you build this out within your business, I'm going to present to you a value for it offer here. You can actually book a session with me in the description here, and I will bring my iPad like I am right now, and we will have a conversation around what strategies you should be leveraging within your own business, and I'll build out a custom game plan for you that you can actually take and be able to implement yourself. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take it easy, and ciao, ciao.